Rahat is the biggest Bedouin city in Israel.
Your name? What is the name? Wasim. The son of the Sheikh.
This my brother is black. This okay.
Black Bedouin.
Yeah. This brother.
Yeah.
Muhammad. Who
Brother. Okay. Opa, mansaf.
They offer you some, get off.
Good?
Wow.
I don't think I've ever been in a house like this in Rahat. Because they have a picture here of the Dome of the Rock in Al-Aqsa. Every Bedouin house has something similar to this, right? Where you can host the guests.
You would say a main house of a family needs a sheikh. Needs a
sheikh. This is the Bedouin lifestyle, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. It's really threatening because it's such a big animal. Hey everybody, welcome to a giant mosque. Oh, wasn't expecting that. It's time for prayer. I'm in the city of Rahat. If you watched my videos here 2 years ago, I was actually here with some friends, Alec, Raji, Kasim, who I met here a few years ago. Made some incredible content with them. Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Hi.
Good to meet you, brother.
Me too.
Couldn't have timed this better with the call to prayer. This is the new Al Farouk Mosque. I just went inside of it. Really beautiful mosque here. So Rahat is the biggest Bedouin city in Israel. It's very close to the Gaza Strip. A lot of people here were heavily affected by the events that happened on October 7th, as well as a lot of people actually know people from Gaza in the city. A lot of people are related. So I'm heading out today to meet some friends of mine here in Rahat and interact with the lovely people of the city. There we go, with a call to prayer. Let's begin this video. So I'm gonna hop into this unsuspecting vehicle.
Oh, hello.
What? Are you a YouTuber?
The traveling clot.
It's me! I'm joining my friend Alec, the insightful nomad today. How you doing, brother?
Yeah.
I missed the high five because I was looking at the camera. Did you see that?
What brings you to Rahat?
Coming to explore. You guys are the best, man.
It's the original.
This is my good friend Kasim. We spoke last time when I was here 2 years ago. This is his father. What is your name? Abed and Kasim. He's giving us that classic, typical Bedouin hospitality, black coffee.
Oh yeah, I was born here, of course, born and raised. Nowadays, I do a lot of things. Part of it being a lecturer, being I would say a business consultant. Another thing I do nowadays with real estate. So a bunch of many things. Today we have an election day here. That the city is actually split between two sections. I would say two parties. It doesn't happen every time. So two main parties, and that brings a lot of competition. So you'll see people are actually very active, very moving around, bringing people to vote and stuff like that. So
yeah, driving around now in Rahat, we saw like flags, like we saw red flags and yellow flags. Those are the different parties.
Actually, more than that. You'd see probably 7 or 8 different flags. But actually, a couple of the parties joined forces to two main sections of the city here. So it will be very interesting.
It's a spicy day today, election day.
Yeah, of course.
A little spicy.
A lot of, I would say, people are actually taking this seriously much more than the Knesset election. This affects the everyday life.
Because this is the local mayor of the
mayor of the local municipality.
We were treated so nicely by some delicious dates as well. Fantastic way to start off the morning. And there's some olives from your family, correct?
Yeah.
Your dad's farm?
Yeah. Oh, not the farm. It's a local business. They actually here, prepare it, do what it needs, the packaging and adding the spices, adding what's needed. So they get the product itself, but they do the work in here.
Okay. And then they market it properly, and they call it Zait wa Zatar, which means olive and zatar. So that's really cool. I love both things, olives and zatar. I'm excited to try these. More coffee. We're gonna get hype today.
You're not gonna
I'm gonna go into cardiac arrest in like 2 minutes.
You're not gonna sleep today.
This is what happens when I hang out with my Bedouin friends. It's always coffee every 5 seconds.
Abu
Abu Sagar.
In terms of, I would say, culture, in terms of family, I would say celebrations, family conflicts, he would be the person that take care of things.
He's like the judge.
He could judge, and he could figure out a solution, resolution for conflicts.
Yeah, that's how you resolve things. Yeah.
Call it islah.
Can you remind me, Kasim, what is the name of this sort of place? Like
It's a neighborhood.
but the building that we're inside right now?
It's a diwan.
Diwan?
Diwan.
Diwan.
Each neighborhood or a family, there's a sheikh or a diwan. Like that.
Okay. And this is where the sheikh sits. This is where the sheikh does his job.
Of course. And
Okay.
Guests come over. People are actually collide here for celebrations and figuring out either a conflict or any problem.
Okay, very cool.
ايش تغير في الانتخابات هذه بسألوني قبل الانتخابات السابقة من ناحية توجه الناس؟
توجه الناس كويس، بعدين ما في دوشات ولا غدا ولا رجال، كل ماشي بطريقة، كل حاجة كويسة. اليوم كل حاجة كويسة بالمرة، ما في ولا.
This time it's been actually less stress, less let's say conflicts, or people are taking it much more easy
The election.
for the election.
What is the reason?
ليش المرة هذه بتحسها أسهل وأخف؟ إيش السبب؟
أنا عارف إيش السبب، والله ماني عارف إيش السبب، يعني الناس متريحين ولا أحسن من قبل. الناس كان شاذين شوي وفي شوية عنف اليوم خلص الناس متعلمة وتفقه الأشياء، ما في ولا حاجة.
Much more awareness. People are taking it the way it should be, not too much, not taking it too personal.
The election.
Yeah, the election.
Okay.
فهموا القصة يعني.
They understand. It's a one day. We keep going, we keep moving.
فهموا الناس قبل في عقل شوي، في الناس شاذين ومش عارف ايش. في شوي
Subscribe to Alec's channel. He speaks fluent Arabic. Opa, mansaf.
They offer you some, get off.
Mansaf, what is mansaf?
Mansaf, I had this last time I was in Rahat also. It's a rice dish with nuts and some sort of meat, usually like a goat or a lamb, like some sort of meat inside, and it is really delicious, and I'm very excited because we just got the invite to have some mansaf. Look at this. Oh, so this one's got chicken. Look how delicious that looks.
This could be either Palestinian originally or Jordanian.
Okay, the dish.
The dish itself. But I think there's an agreement that they both have two bit different mansafs. So that's the style for chicken, could be another style for the lamb.
And is this a specific like election day mansaf? Like this is, you guys are all
Whenever there's a gathering, it's a good reason for mansaf.
amazing. Good? Delicious? That's important that it's delicious. Look at this. We got carrots, garbanzo beans, beautiful rice. Oh my god. Wow. Oh my god. There's peanuts in there? Oh.
I think I've had it before, but I just didn't know what it was called. I was in Rahat. I did
Wow. What is the name? Wasim. The son of the sheikh. Or the grandson. Grandson of the sheikh.
Bro, the sheikh is
Amazing.
old.
yeah. The sheikh is old, but he doesn't look old.
It doesn't look like.
He's 85, but he does not look 85. He looks a lot younger.
He's in good shape.
He looks 16, man. I wish I would look like that when I'm 85. All right, so we're going off with Wasim now. He just got filled up with mansaf, which is the most important part. My belly is full. Both Kasim and Raji, the people you'll meet later, they work a lot in the development of Rahat, especially developing the city, trying to improve the lives of everybody around. We're going to take a look at a site of a school now, I think that's being set up. How are you, brother?
I am fine.
What's your name?
Paris?
Faris?
Faris,
I'm
yes.
Tal, nice to meet you.
Yes, nice to meet
What is this school? Is it high school?
you. This is Abu Baida.
Abu? Abu Baida.
This Abu Baida, this school in the
Arab school.
Arab school.
For young kids?
Yes.
Okay. Abu Baida. There you go. Nice school.
This is my brother. This is my brother. This black. This okay.
Black Bedouin.
Yeah. This brother.
Yeah?
My brother.
So now today people are voting here?
Yeah.
Doing the election here.
محمد وين؟ ايش الوضع؟ وشوفك بتشتغل اليوم؟ يعطيك العافية. قول لها خلاص اخوي.
This is the election room? This is where they're voting?
Brother.
Ah, brother.
ابو عابد كيف حالك؟
Nice to meet you, brother.
Nice to
Thank
meet
you so much.
Nice to meet you.
See you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you. I want to ask you a quick question. Were you here during October 7th in Rahat?
Yeah.
You were here?
Yeah.
How first of all, how has Rahat changed since the last 2 years that I was here when I last saw you? Like, how much has the city changed in the last?
In terms of, I mean, you would say social.
Everything. I mean, from the develop, I can definitely see there's a lot more construction than I remember last time.
Yeah.
Like, things are getting built.
Specifically about October 7th, it hit here. You know, how many would be? 4 people actually died.
4 people died, and another 4 were taken hostage from here, right?
2 were released, 2
were
are
released.
still.
Right.
So it hit here, it hit hard, the October 7th here, and it kind of brought people together. The community here, the Jewish community around, they're all together, and there are a lot of stories about these people from Rahat who saved the lives of many.
And I remember you taught me this last time I was here, that a lot of people here have a connection with people in the Gaza Strip. Like, specifically, a lot of people have cousins or family. So how has that feeling been? I mean, I don't know if you personally are affected by it, like if you have family there, but
Tell you what, most of the families here have family ties
in Gaza.
in Gaza, yeah, and many, mainly the disconnection in terms of communication. People will actually move displaced there from north to south or the other way around or something like that. So not a lot of communication going on there, and I would say there is nothing much you can do, even if you have any family members and you want to try. They're suffering from a lot of, some from hunger, lack of needs, and many of that. So there's no way to help actually, even if you want to.
There's nothing you can do.
Nothing you can do.
It's a tough situation.
So completely.
The toughest situation.
Exactly. Extreme.
Yeah. So Kasim brought us to the offices of, what was again his name? Sorry?
His name Abu Nidal is a friend.
Abu Nidal.
A neighbor and a friend of mine. So I think he's got a very interesting story to tell, and he has a very interesting view, perspective in
Shukran.
terms of a social aspect.
Gotta love this.
Point of view about that. Whatever you wanna-
Is it okay? Can I film his map of Rahat there?
Yeah, of course.
So he has, this is just for you guys to get an idea of what Rahat looks like. Last time I was here, I learned a lot about the makeup of Rahat. So Rahat is a town, right? But in the periphery of Rahat, there's lots of little villages, like unrecognized villages here. And it's been a big problem for the Bedouin community since the establishment of the State of Israel. And this is one thing that we're going to talk about today specifically, is these unrecognized villages in the periphery of Rahat. Alan. Alan. Hello. ופלה.
אי אפשר לבקר בכפר בדואי או ברהט וזה, כי אתה יוצא שאתה, זהו, אכלת כל כך הרבה, שתית כל כך הרבה.
Look at this. What did it say?
Yeah.
It's got coconut in it. Oh, wow.
Chocolate.
It's well known.
I know it since the last 30-some years.
Wow, it's delicious. That is really good. Alibaba. Wow. I've never seen this before. אני רוצה לשאול אותך שאלה קצת מורכבת. אני אשאל אותך באנגלית. אם אתה יכול לענות באנגלית זה יהיה מעולה. אם לא, פשוט תענה לי בעברית משפט ואני אתרגם את זה. אוקיי? אבל זו שאלה קצת מורכבת, אבל מאוד מעניין אותי לשמוע מה המחשבות שלך על זה. What do you think is the future of the Bedouin people here in Israel? What do you think, where do you think Bedouin society is going to go in the future? Future of Bedouin society as a whole.
A future Bedouin and Jewish aim together.
Together.
כן.
Okay, he will speak in Hebrew.
אני צריך לדבר בשפה שאני מבין.
אין בעיה. He will speak in Hebrew and I will translate for him. Okay. יאללה, בכבוד.
בעברית או
בעברית, עברית.
בעברית.
כן.
העתיד של הבדואי בנגב.
So the future of the Bedouins is here in the Negev.
העתיד של הבדואי בנגב הוא עתיד משותף עם היהודי, אחד לאחד.
So he sees the future of Bedouins and Jews intertwined together. Jews and Bedouins living together in the Negev.
זה אני אומר את זה מתוך ניסיון.
And he's saying this from experience.
למה הייתי בן 20 והשתתפתי עם חבר וידיד ואח מרחובות יהודי והיה לנו עבודה משותפת מתחת לכשרות של הרב רובי.
So he had a friend when he was 20 that was Jewish in Rehovot, and he worked with this Jewish person
עם כשרות.
In the kosher world, in the world of kashrut.
הרב יהודי.
Yeah, under a rabbi, under a Jewish rabbi.
באשדוד.
In Ashdod.
עבדנו ביחד קרוב ל-20 שנים. נתנו עבודה ליהודים ולערבים ביחד. פוליטיקה לא הכנסנו למפעל הזה שעבדנו בו, שזה היה משחטת עופות. ועד היום אחים.
So he's saying, from his experience, he worked in a slaughterhouse for chickens, a kosher slaughterhouse for chickens, with another Jewish guy, and they never brought in politics into the building. There was always an essence of like love and working together, coexistence. And he says, even till to this day, you are still brothers.
למה אני אומר אנחנו לא הכנסנו פוליטיקה לכיוון של המפעל בין העובדים? בגלל הפוליטיקה מפרידה, למה כל אחד יש לו דעה שונה מהאחר. אבל בתחום העבודה יש אחד משלים את האחר. יהודי שוחט, ערבי תולה את העוף, השני מקלף את העוף, כל אחד משלים את השני בעבודה, ובסוף יש לנו תוצאה של עבודה. אבל בפוליטיקה אנחנו נלך כל אחד עם הדעה, עלה נרד, כל אחד נשאר עם הדעה שלו, ולא ידעה, אולי נגד השני. אז לא נוצר, לא נעשה מזה כאילו עתיד. העתיד שלנו פה לבנות כלכלית את האוכלוסייה הבדואית והיהודית שבנגב. אני לא מדבר על המרכז ולא מדבר על הצפון.
I see what you're saying. So essentially what he's saying is, and it's actually very smart to think about it, economic productivity, from his perspective, the second you bring politics into the building, you ruin the economic productivity of a building. Because he says, one Arab or one Jew will have two different opinions, and then all of a sudden you get into discussions about politics, and it ruins the productivity of the place. But he's saying that this area, the Negev specifically, needs that economic development. And as long as we cut out the idea of politics between business, between working as Arabs and Jews, Bedouins and Jews, doesn't matter. You can work hand in hand and be productive.
הייתי רוצה לארח אתכם, אבל הוא אמר...
תודה על האירוח הזה, תודה רבה.
מתי שאתם באים, תשמעו. לבדוק חקר אמת, תמיד תדבר.
אנחנו נהיה עוד בקשר, נראה אותך שוב, בטוח. אז מה זה? זה הבית שלך?
כן. זה שיק.
זה איך קוראים לזה? שיק?
שיק.
שיק.
שיק. שיק הזה יש קפה.
So this is a Bedouin style chic.
אני עושה את זה, מדליק את המדורה, עושה קפה מירוק לחום, זה קפה.
Oh, so these are the coffee beans that he roasts.
אני קולה אותו על האש.
He roasts these
שם את זה פה.
in the finjan.
כן, לא, בבקראג'.
בקראג'.
ואחרי זה אני עושה
אבל
פה,
הפינג'אן.
הקפה שלי, זה קר מתמול. זה קפה מתמול.
Fresh coffee from yesterday.
זה מתמול. אז זה המנטליות, למה באים אנשים, נפגשים,
So it's important,
יושבים.
every house, every Bedouin house has something similar to this, right? Where you can host the guests.
You would say a main house of a family needs a chic, needs a
Needs a
diwan.
chic. See, it's a very typical tapestry here that you have in most Bedouin places.
כן, נעשה סיבוב בבית, and then you have the Quranic verse there.
So he wanted to show us a house tour. Abu Nabil is showing us a house tour.
וואו, וואו, איזה בית יפה. What a beautiful house.
איזה ריח, מה זה הריח הזה? וואו, איזה ריח. The smell here is amazing.
So here is a classic, would you say, Kasim, this is a typical Bedouin style house?
That was the chic.
The chic?
Now it's I would say, the guest house in a modern, style.
In a modern way. Yeah, you could definitely tell. There's the Bedouin style mixed with something more modern.
He keeps. It's important for him to have. I mean, this type and this type. You are kind of taking it as a natural transition.
Yeah.
To have such a living, such a guest house, but you would still keep that one.
Right.
always to sort of connect you to the roots. And he was saying anyways that the area outside is mostly for problem solving, right? It's like when you
That too, and actually for the daily use, for the daily gathering, family gathering. That's there's no, you wouldn't miss a night or an evening without actually gathering there.
without sitting outside.
Without sitting outside.
This is amazing. Actually, I don't think I've ever been in a house like this in Rahat, and it's incredible. Actually, it's fully carpeted, really beautiful couches. They have a picture here of the Dome of the Rock in Al-Aqsa in Jerusalem. Al-Bayt. But you can see it's so interesting to see. There's like a mix here of things that you would typically call Bedouin culture. You know, like a sheep herding, a boy in Arabic, and then a Hebrew prayer on a Hebrew calendar.
نحن حيين تحيين مودرن لايف فقام بتبدو شيء بتصدى شني قام يوم نحن نلخ خورا نجيد لقدرك فاسين فيزي نحن نخل لقدرك فاسين بكل كلو.
So he's saying they're living a double life here. You know, they're in the modernism, but also if they wanted to go raise sheep tomorrow, they could do it.
You can never, give away the tradition. You would keep in that way he keeps the balance. There's you'd see the quick transition, but still it's what you actually couldn't have in terms of agricultural land, as he said, and the way he wishes. But that's the least he can do to preserve
that Bedouin culture.
You can take the Bedouin out of the tent, but you can't take the tent out of the Bedouin. I feel like that kind of applies here.
So he's inviting us to sit down now to try a typical Arab dish from this area called maklouba. It's amazing, really, really good. With non-kosher chicken, he was saying specifically. Bedouin chicken, not Jewish chicken. All right, we're being treated again. You know, as much as you want this to be like a food, like not a food video and like more about thing, it just turns into a food video. Look at this. This is maklouba.
It has to come at a huge plate like that, otherwise it's not.
Look at this too. You've got eggplant inside, cauliflower, rice with noodles, garbanzo beans, chickpeas, chicken in here.
خزاء ورك مش فلخة.
Chazeo. Work.
I don't know, like what you do if you just have to cook for 3 people. Do you also put in a huge plate or not? I don't know.
So it can.
תודה רבה לך, שוכרן.
You can
Look at this, man.
use the
Crazy.
same big main dish or
يسنونك عدد الجيوب. قد ما نطبخها أنا بريد عشان
Oh my God.
بالعربي.
It's out of control here.
صحتين زي ما شيش سلطة سيم سلطة إيش
I love this saying. He just said in Hebrew, he said, this is what it is, it's nothing crazy, nothing fancy. For me, this is like, we're eating really good right now. Wow, beautiful. So when you make maklouba, everything is put upside down, right? It's cooked, and then you flip it and tap it. Beautiful spread here, beautiful spread. The maklouba fight is over. This is the remnants of the war. You can see survivors, clean plates.
اللي ما جاكو تتسلم
كيف؟
تقام عربي.
كيف؟
عمري ما خري شيء ماني ولاي فخدتي ولا خالتي لافي از عمري اللي ما جاكو نطلبه من الحاكم.
شو اومر؟
forgiveness for what we couldn't provide.
Okay, I've heard this before. Yeah. So
it's a say
just to clarify, after having us in his office, treating us to sweets, to dates, to coffee, to juice, to maklouba, to salads, to olive, he still at the end will say, I'm sorry if I didn't do enough. The hospitality is seriously something else. תודה אחי. תודה רבה, באמת היה כיף, באמת. ביי, תודה רבה לכם, תודה. What an experience. Actually, seriously, Kasim, thank you so much last moment, אחי.
קניתי זמן.
אין עליך, אתה מלך, אחי. סלאם עליכום. I love this town, man. I'm telling you, this town is so dope. Shukran. We somehow went from like what was supposed to be maybe like a 20-minute meeting to 2 hours of life discussions. We stopped filming at one point. We were just talking about life in Israel.
It wouldn't be possible to translate all that. Like,
no.
Unless you did dubbing. If you dub, which sounds terrible, then it's like faster. But like to start doing like, yeah, it's a lot of work.
At some point also it stopped feeling like work, like we were doing a video, and it was more just like we're connecting with this person, especially when it comes to the food.
We're now going to meet a friend of mine, Raji, who showed me around Rahat last time. Raji! Long time no see, my friend. I was here 2 years ago. Almost 2 years ago. And you gave me the real Rahat and outside desert experience. It was amazing. I never forgot about it. So, where are we heading to now?
We go to...
Hello.
To Kharbet
This is
al Watan
Raji.
village.
What is it called?
Kharbet al Watan.
Kharbet al Watan. An unrecognized village.
Yeah, of course.
So here you can see a collection of people coming to vote at the local elementary school.
Do you see the sign? Bring them home.
Oh, really?
There was a sign there to bring
I didn't see
the
that.
hostages.
That is cool to see out here. And this is a weird sort of limbo area. We're in an unrecognized village that is in some ways very developed. Like, that house looks like a castle. That's a beautiful house. But in a lot of ways, there's still no power here, so everybody uses solar power for the most part to power their homes.
You can see difference between El Sayed and Kharbet al Watan. Kharbet al Watan is totally unrecognized village.
So this part is still recognized somehow?
Yeah, this is recognized. This is El Kasim council or municipality. But after 1 kilometer we can see Kharbet al Watan. If you want to build your home, for example, the government come and destroy the
house.
The house. Here people can build houses and you see a new roads. But for example, in Kharbet al Watan village, if you want to build, for example, like this, you can't do that.
Oh wow, is this the border?
Yeah.
That's crazy. You see like literally a straight up, it's like sliced in half. So Raji's taking us to a viewpoint right now to see it's one of the things we can focus on here is the wealth disparity and the change in pace of life. You can see this is a different side of Israel you don't see every day.
We can see up, it's Lakiya village. It's normal village. This area, you see, it's very difficult area here. But another side, we can see El Sayed village. This is belong for the El Kasim council, but it's a new building. I think if you visit me after 5 years, you can see another buildings, a new reality here.
More development.
Yeah, more development. In this side, we can see Umbatin village. After then, we can see Omer village. It's Jewish, and you see the buildings. It's Beersheba.
Beersheba, the big city.
The big city. It's Beersheba.
And the towns in the West Bank that are near to you, it's all Palestinian villages. It's
of course.
not Jewish.
No.
No Palestinian workers.
No Palestinians
from the West Bank coming here now.
No.
Yeah.
No from West Bank, no from Gaza.
But before there was a lot, right?
Yeah, of course.
Even from Gaza.
Even from Gaza, yes.
Raji's the horseman.
Yeah, showing us the horse farm. These are purebred.
So this is Raji's sort of estate. He has a big house, big land in this area. Really beautiful house that he's built. I've been here a couple years ago. You know, Bedouin lifestyle, it's different. It's more connected to nature, and as much as Bedouins develop into more city living and, city dwelling, still the idea of pastoral living, farm life is tied to them. It's integral.
Who buys it? Who buys it?
I am buying the
When you say it's worth this amount,
Some action.
It's a beautiful color though. That white color.
I don't know much about horses. I got to be honest. It's an animal I don't So these are pets for you, Raji? Like these are your pets? Like a dog or a cat for you? Kilo Khayat Mahmad?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah? So Raji is saying in the Bedouin culture it's very important to raise the Arabian horses.
Yes.
Arabian horses.
It's a very prized type of purebred horse. Think about like dogs.
Yeah.
Where you have different types of dogs, and you have like breeders who they grow.
They raise the different types of dogs.
And then you have like shows of the dogs and stuff. So you have the same thing for horses. And the purebred Arabian horse is kind of prized around the world. It's considered a very sort of beautiful type of horse out there.
זה הגמלים שלכם? See, last time I was here, I don't think you had a camel. This is the Bedouin lifestyle, ladies and gentlemen. Look at these cuties.
This is for my brother, but he buy it because the milk.
For the camel milk.
Yeah.
You can cook with it, right? It's like halal?
No, it's halal, but it's just to drink.
Just to drink.
The milk,
Yeah. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Oh, I love you so much. You're so cute. Okay, he doesn't like me. This is one of my favorite animals on planet Earth. אתה בעל הגמלים? זה הגמלים שלך? תגיד, קשה לגדל גמל? או זה לא כזה קשה? לא? קשה קצת? I was asking him if it's hard to raise a camel. He's saying no, you just kind of let them eat from here.
Well, what happens when there's no grass left?
Yeah, what do you do in the summer?
When there's no more grass, yeah.
You don't feed?
You see this?
The hay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Bubba. I'm sorry. I got a little bark there. You heard that? It's really threatening because it's such a big animal. Like it's מאיים כזה.
כי הוא גדול,
אתה מסתכל עליו ככה.
כי יש לו כוח, אם הוא היה רוצה, הוא היה יכול להרוג אותך.
Yeah. I don't know if להרוג אותך, but he could hurt you. Yeah, he could hurt you badly. This is a city folk fascination with a camel. You can see for them it's not. אתה יודע, יש לי גם בפיליפינים. יש לי 30 תרנגולות. This is Raji's chickens. Wow, this is an amazing chicken house compared to what I have in the Philippines. Amazing. Some big chickens. And his greenhouse. Look at this greenhouse. It's so beautiful. Wow, man, you're living the dream. This is like... For all these people who watch YouTube videos, off-the-grid living... You know, you travel to Costa Rica, you build yourself a hippie house. Just come to Israel, to the Bedouin community. They'll teach you how to do it. Look at this. This is a dream, man, to have so many fresh vegetables growing like this here in your house. Chickens, camels. And tea number 27 for the day. Oh, that's great.